Web 2.0 tools and applications in distance education. Having the ability to access learning information and communicate with others at our leisure through the use of the internet has really changed how education works. Learners are not required to sit in a classroom to gain information, but now have other options. One option is learning taking place online at the student's discretion. With distance education, learners can access learning from any location that has internet access at a time that suits them and allows for freedom and control over the learner's own education. Since distance education is accessed through online sources, it is important that learners have a platform for their thoughts, ideas, and learning through distance education. Many different platforms are available for students and teachers alike to incorporate into their distance education classes that offer a place for students to have a voice. Many of these platforms are coined Web 2.0 applications. Web 2.0 applications are online tools that support communication, sharing, and collaboration between users. They are usually based around the idea of user-created information and sharing, where other users can help create, edit, or add to existing information through direct collaboration on the site or by commenting, discussing, or direct messaging. Many times, students can feel isolated or discouraged as they are learning material on their own. With the use of collaboration and discussion through Web 2.0 tools, it can give students that voice they need to feel more connected to their learning, peers, and instructors. By incorporating Web 2.0 tools into distance education, instructors can help students feel a sense of inclusion, and it helps to create a student-centered environment by having appropriate channels for students to communicate effectively with their peers. When someone feels included in a class, they have a greater potential to be able to achieve higher levels of learning and knowledge gain. There are many different Web 2.0 tools and applications available for instructors to utilize into their distance education courses. Some of the most popular Web 2.0 tools include Facebook, Google Docs, MySpace, podcasts, wikis, Second Life, Twitter, blogs, Google Groups, Skype, Edmodo, Zoho Writer, and countless others. Each Web 2.0 tool allows for collaboration and communication between users, which is key for distance education students to be successful. A few key Web 2.0 tools that could be incorporated into distance education classes relatively quickly and easy include Edmodo, blogs, Google Docs, Zoho Writer, wikis, and Facebook. The use of Web 2.0 tools in distance education is backed by theoretical foundations. One theory that supports the use of Web 2.0 tools is cognitive flexibility theory. Cognitive flexibility theory is based on knowledge transfer and how effective it is when knowledge is presented in multiple formats from multiple perspectives. It relies heavily on constructivism as well, where learners create their own understanding and perception of the knowledge at hand. It is highly supported through students taking control of their own learning and works well with interactive medias and technologies. Since Web 2.0 tools are interactive technologies, they fit very well into the use of cognitive flexibility theory and support it by having students create their own knowledge through the interactions they can receive using Web 2.0 tools and collaboration with peers and instructors. With the collaborative nature of Web 2.0 tools, it allows for users to create their own knowledge and understanding of resources. Research has been conducted on the use of Web 2.0 tools in education. One such research that was conducted on Web 2.0 tools was to see if the use of Web 2.0 tools had an impact on students' learning and knowledge gain. The research found that a large majority of the students use social media and are in favor of accessing the use of social media for academic purposes. Other research has been completed on the application and use of Web 2.0 tools in distance education. Another such research that looked at the impact of using social media in distance education used students' perceptions on the use of the Web 2.0 tools. The outcome was that many students were also in favor of the use of social media technologies and their use in distance education classes. For this study, since communication was primarily through social media sites accessed on a cell phone, there was an enhancement in the teaching and learning for this group of students. Bringing in both perspectives of the use of social media and Web 2.0 tools through the research findings allows us to look at both sides of the spectrum for implementing Web 2.0 tools into distance education. In the first research finding, the way the social media sites were implemented into the class were not as effective as the second research finding. For Web 2.0 tools to be successful in improving not only the quality of instruction, but students' learning, they need to be specifically geared towards the learning population of the particular class they are being incorporated in. Instructors need to evaluate and look at the different Web 2.0 tools and determine which will be the most effective for their learning population. Professors and instructors need to carefully evaluate the incorporation of a Web 2.0 tool into their curriculum and determine if they think it will be a good fit for their learning objectives and target audience. Web 2.0 tools have a lot of potential if implemented correctly and geared towards the appropriate learning population. Web 2.0 tools and their proper implementation is something that most certainly needs to be researched more so we can start or continue to build courses that adapt to learners and allow everyone to feel welcome and included. For instructors to effectively implement Web 2.0 tools and applications into their distance education courses, they should carefully look into their learning population and target specific needs of learners while making sure the Web 2.0 tools used target those specific needs. Instructors should also implement the use of motivational strategies while emphasizing an importance on the Web 2.0 tools used. The use of Web 2.0 tools and applications is important for maintaining student motivation, engagement, and helping with their continued success. It is still important for distance education learners to have a place to communicate effectively with their peers and professors. There are many different options for instructors to incorporate into their online distance education class, and these are classified as Web 2.0 tools. Web 2.0 tools are emerging more often and are the direction distance education classes should be headed. They allow for variance in distance education courses where students can have a voice to present their thoughts, ideas, and communicate openly with one another. Web 2.0 tools are extremely beneficial for distance education courses and will only be included more often in online classes as more research and options become available.